I've recently become much more stressed about my finances. This is perhaps because I have some college loans that I need to start paying off next month. And also probably because of my expensive post-Halloween celebratory hangover breakfast. $10 margaritas. Oops. I think it's safe, though, to conclude that both my college education as well as an awesome night out on the town with some friends were well worth the cost, but still, I feel a little bit guilty inside, and I had to turn off my bank's automatic low balance alerts just because they made me cry. So how did I fix this, you ask? I watched the 20-minute documentary on Beyonce, Year of 4. To the left, everything you own in a box, to the left. Why is Beyonce so inspirational, you ask? 1, that girl knows how to dance. 2, she has one of the strongest and most amazing singing voices of our generation. 3, she's been an inspiration to women all around the world. 4, she's wise and encourages women to be strong and creative individuals. 5, she's effing hot. Celebratory worship syndrome is defined by psychiatry today as being the obsessive-compulsive disorder involved in an individual's over-obsession with celebrities. Individuals suffering from this syndrome become so intertwined with the celebrity's life that they lose their own ability to be an individual and begin to model their life off celebrities. But there are some celebrities that need to be celebrated. Beyoncé has been an inspiration for millions between her lyrics, her lifestyle, and her passions. In a presentation, Bootylicious, a combination of prose, poetry, and editorials celebrating the life of Beyoncé. Oh, 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 oh. It's no secret that I love Beyoncé. While some people do lament her commercialization and her overt sex appeal, Beyoncé inspires me because of her dedication, her passions, and her craft and seemingly endless abilities. Have no doubt about it, that woman gives it her all. Beyoncé, one of the most powerful people in the world today. Not to mention, she's married to Jay-Z. Talk about a power couple. I remember when I was younger and I heard one of Destiny Child's songs, but I truly recognized the artistic merit of that song, Single Ladies. It blew up on the charts and quickly rose to the place of #1 on the Billboard Top 200. Everybody knew the lyrics, and everybody knew that if they liked it, they should have put a ring on it. I even YouTubed the song and found a video of Joe Jonas trying to dance to it. He failed miserably because, well, he's not Beyoncé. Do you ever sit alone in bed at night with your lights off and listen to If I Were a Boy and cry? No? She emerged from high school, born of blonde cornrows and mini shorts, and a boy who once said, "You look like Beyoncé." My half smile and my giggle at the comparison. So I went home and staged an imaginary concert in my bedroom, singing "Bills, Bills, Bills" to make-believe boys. She was born of body rolls and booty boots. A persona furthered by more blonde hair and more blonde hair and braids that were skinnier than ever, long and loose at the end. And the men in Atlanta would yell, "Hey Beyonce, can I get your number?" So I didn't make any money while I was watching the film on Beyonce, but the documentary proved to be surprisingly inspirational. From watching it, I learned that because I was a hard-working, dedicated, and passionate person, I can and I will succeed in whatever I do. I never thought a documentary about a world-famous pop star would prove to inspire me like this. But Beyonce truly has a way with words. Here are a couple of the quotes that truly touched me. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, put your hands up. Put your hands up. I consider Beyonce to be a role model for young women. Booty bouncing aside, let's talk about her positive aspects. She's a career-motivated, independent, business-owning woman. 2, she dated her husband for many years and seemed to truly get to know him before getting married. Finally, she seems to have actually planned out her pregnancies, waiting a couple of years after marriage before having kids. I often tease Beyonce for constantly singing love songs about her husband. I think she goes a little bit over the top, but at the same time, I had to check myself. She isn't talking about some dude that she just met or that she's kind of chasing after. She's talking about her husband. That's her damn husband. He is her king, and she is his queen. He deserves that admiration, and she from him. She was born because I wanted to sing ever since I was 3 years old, and I saw Michael Jackson sliding across the floor. And, well, I thought he was a girl. And Beyonce, well, she was my generation's singer, and I sang her songs. Because if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Another quote that made me fall in love with her. I don't need people telling me what to do. I, like Beyonce, don't need people telling me what to do. When they try to do so, it simply makes me feel like they're demeaning to me. I understand that they're trying to help. They care about me. But at the same time, just lay off. It's not that I don't appreciate their interest, but advice givers. Just lay off. Like Beyonce said, we'll find a way to make do. We always do. According to Beyonce, when you look around at all that's wrong in the world, the need to do something is so clear, no matter how big or how small. It all started with her family back in Houston, where their pastor at church took Beyonce aside and taught her to give until it hurts. And she learned how happy you become when you do that. From then on, she's always known the importance of a small hug or just having a conversation with a person. Another quote I fell in love with. You should do it just because you're passionate about it. I decided long ago that I didn't need to make millions for my job. I instead should do something that I'm passionate about and that I care about. It's more important happiness, love, relaxation, comfort, and being satisfied doing what it is you do. While money can certainly help out with all of these things, it isn't necessary. That's why I'm happy with my life right now. I'm doing something with my life, and it gives me hope that I will always be happy so long as I'm writing about. Beyonce once said, I've always felt that you should give because it's good for you. You don't do it to get praised. When you look around at all that's wrong in the world, you realize the importance of either, no matter how little or how much you give. 3 months later, Beyonce gave her entire annual income to charity. She continued through college. Her hair was dangerously long now, and she fell in love with a short football player who, unfortunately, had a girlfriend. She got more blonde hair, but this time tinged with some orange, met a volatile man from the Bronx, and hummed Soldier as he roamed around the streets. She weaves in and out of my life now. No more blonde hair to entice the men, but when I'm alone in my living room or in my car, or a man has done me wrong, sometimes a microphone appears, and she's with me. Watching Year 4 while drinking some coffee and going over my finances on my notebook made me remember what's most important to me. It showed me that even if I don't get paid, I need to do what I'm passionate about. Whether I'm writing an article, a column, or a story, it's my accomplishments that I need to focus on, not the money. Like Beyonce said, you gotta get out there and work.
Bye.